Welcome back to some more FTL 2-ish Multiverse with me, Daniel, from Dan Has Fun. Last episode, we just about made it through a couple of pretty hostile sectors. This episode, we're going to take a Rockman, 2 cabbages, and a snail over to the Gathering Colonies. And right on cue, my mouse disconnected. That was excellent. There we go. We unlocked the Gathering Cruiser Slot B, just because we got to Sector 5. But yes, hopefully you've been enjoying the video so far. Certainly let me know if you have. What's your favourite ship if you've been playing this version? And if you haven't, what's your base game favourite ship? Let me know. We might be able to take on an intermediate task here. We're doing okay again. So what is this? I have narrowed down the location of a Union Bank holding a copy of the Last Will and Testament. Well, I can already guess what may be on it. Get this document. I have decoded the latest security password. I suggest you remember it. There is no way on this earth that I'm going to remember that combination, so I'm going to grab my phone and turn it out of selfie mode, because I clearly take a lot of selfies. And we're going to take a picture of that, because I will forget. There we go. Is that cheating? I don't think it is. Slug certainly would say it isn't. Why not? Let's go for it. And we're going to get our fill back. So, yes, Gathering is Orchid. Peaceful race. Lucky for you, we're here because I want to try and find a better kernel weapon. We're going to contact the guard, and with our Orchid, we're going to request assistance. And they gave us some stuff. I didn't know we had a breach down here. Let's get that fixed. Preferably by somebody that is not a shell. They took 1 hit point of damage. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, our shell is horribly weak to asphyxiation, so it's going nowhere near. My boy needs the most prime of air. So we have a store off the get-go. We don't really have any money, however. Our task is on the far reaches of nowhere. So, game plan. Maybe grab couple of beacons, go to the store, and then just rush straight over. We don't have any nebula, so they're going to be fairly quick on us. We'll see. I am much happier now we have our 3rd level of shields, that is for sure. This is a black market hub. These are dangerous times. If you have extra military-grade explosives, we'll happily pay for them. I mean, I have a few. I'll give you 5. It's a cool-looking market. It is neat. It's massive. Gigantic. Yeah, I think we'll go to 1 more beacon before that store. Maybe we'll get lucky. As you approach the beacon, a syndicate vessel accosting what seems to be a gathering immigration center. Yeah, we'll help defend it. This is a funky looking ship. It's like 4 bananas glued together. They're going to board us. They don't have mind control. They do have drone control, but they don't have hacking. Ooh, I have a big, scary, fire-based missile launcher, though, which we don't love to see. Our build is good enough right now to deal with 3 levels of shield, but once we get to 4, I think we're going to be on the struggle bus. Oh, it's a crystal and a rock, man. Okay, good luck to you two. I'm, start choking you, though, if that's okay. You are going to go on the shields as well. And you can go there too. And we should start any moment now to get down to just 1 shield level. This is going to hurt. Please dodge. No! Oh, right in the med bay. Well, let's get that dealt with as well. We do not want to have to deal with that. He's going to come into shields. Annoying, but fine. I don't want to get hit by that again. Ah, his missile launcher's still up, though. Okay, we'll close these doors because I don't want our shell suffocating to death. I guess we'll bring our Rotman over. Or not, that's fine. Go back to where you were. And they're toast. Excellent. That wasn't too bad. Ooh. Stations in utter disarray, with prospectful immigrants and gathering staff members alike huddled underneath makeshift shelter. We'll take a loss on commando with us. The gathering likes us as a result. What does that mean? What is this? So Corbin is a rock man with a hat. But more reasonably, they are a little bit different to a rock man. A lot of it's the same. They still have the same health, the same speed, or lack of, the same stun benefit, fire immunity. But they can set fire to the room that they're in, which, for us, not very useful. But again, if you are using these offensively to board, to board other ships, that's pretty cool. We're not doing that, so for us, not that useful. What this Rockman is going to do is go sit in the oxygen. No, he's going to go sit in the doors. Why? Because that will give one extra level to the doors. It will make them essentially level 3 doors without having to pay for level 3 doors. You guys can now go in there and repair that. Watching a shell repaired is really weird. Like, the Orchid looks vaguely normal, and the shell's just, like, rocking all over the world. It's very strange. Okay, let's jump. We should probably go to... If we're going to go to that store. If we are, we're going to have to go straight away. We have how many jumps? We need to get out in 9 jumps if we're going to exit without diving. Well, 10 is the one we're right on the limit on, so I like to do one buffer just in case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dangerous game we're going to play, but we're going to play it. Let's hope we don't have any like double fleet jumping, or we're going to be in for a bad time. Looking for a place to shop? You may be in luck. We found an abandoned pirate colony. We have no use for this stuff, so we're selling it off. Asks to check the ruins yourself for anything they missed. You want to waste time by picking through emptied out pirate caches? Be my guest. If you change your mind and want to shop, we'll still be here. We could search again, but we're not going to, because I'll probably make the fleet catch us up, and that's a bad idea. Cloaking is here. I don't think we're going to use the breach bomb, because it uses the same missile numbers that the Colonel's using. So that's 166. I do want cloaking. We fractionally can't afford it unless I sell something. But if I sell anything else, I can't afford to power all these up at the same time, because the halberd's more expensive. So I guess we're going to wait on cloaking and hope we roll for it later. So, does that mean we get a different weapon? We're not getting a Colonel 1, it's just not very good. Spore Launcher Mark II is at least interesting, so I'm going to talk about it for a second. So this has been created by Vamp Weeds instead of by the Orchids that we're normally talking about. It also has the chance for ammo replication, albeit it's not quite so high. It only takes 1 missile, but it does 3 shots. But it's weird because it does 1 on your own ship. It's really odd. I don't think we're going to take it, but it's cool. I want to at least talk about it. I'm not buying any deckhands or crew members. I think what we're going to do is get hacking. We'd love to have gotten cloaking, but what are you going to do? We'll have to wait. We'll just do a little bit of fixing. And what we're going to do next is try and get it so we can use our halberd beam. And then hopefully try and save for cloaking at the same time. These are both the same distance, right? Yeah, so we just get to make a decision based on what we see. Say what you see. Remember to stretch, especially if you're in bed. I'm not, but if you are. Wildfire spreading. Go on then. Oh, they're all dead. And everyone died. The end. What an ugly barnacle that was. Yes, you want to fight us. You do have mind control. That's fine. We don't need to use hacking all the time, but it will be useful in bits and pieces. Shell? No, thank you. Come back to us, buddy. For the time being, I'm just going to use the Colonel. Really, we can use either or at the moment. Didn't do a ton of damage with that, but we did shred the shield something fierce. And we can now turn our kernels off. And we can probably have the light weapon just aim for the middle of the ship. Not that it matters, it's not doing any piston damage anyway, but you know. Wow, that was a lot of doom. Glory to the Confederacy, how about no? Haven't seen a shop, another one yet, so that's good. It's not, you know what I mean? Let's scan the planet, see what's going on. Ooh, a free reactor upgrade. You love to see it, because it was the 30 scrap range too, it's more expensive. There, okay. I said there were no stores, now getting all the stores. Which is extra kind of cruddy, because I don't intend to go this way. So these stores, sorry, no, not happening. We're going to go over to that task. We're not going to upset the robot. We've seen you before in a different guise, Mr. Maths Machine. What's 8 minus 4? It's 4. What's 9 divided by 3? It's 3. And then you're like, yay, you're doing amazing. Next question, 404, fatal error, question invalid. And you're like, 2. Oops, 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 oops. Continuing with re-education protocols. I don't think any answer you pick there can be correct. I could be wrong with that, but I don't think you can pick a right one. What type of drone do you have? That's an annoying type of drone for us to deal with. Oh my lordy, there's a lot going on here. This is kind of terrifying. Okay. We probably want to turn hacking on, but we have to time this carefully. Did we just shoot that drone down? Well, that's convenient. That makes timing this a lot easier. What I was about to say was we'll have to time it carefully so we put our drone that's hacking right behind the kernel so the drone shoots the kernels. Instead, we just shot the drone. Okay, we do need to shoot weapons, absolutely, in this case. That is terrifying. To the point where you do so much more damage hitting empty rooms, I'm tempted to do that. Which is a weird choice to make, but I think it's the right one here. We shouldn't need to use any more kerneling. For a brief moment, it stops firing. Its name's Callie. I'm guessing it's like Callie Calator. Who knows? 5. Good job, student name. That's correct. Stop. Sorry, Maths Machine. You're toast. Bad student name. Bad student name. Your parents will hear about this. It seems the wreck of Callie contains a special modified weapon, which you bring aboard. Adder. I've never had this one, so every time you kill this ship, it gives you a special weapon. Special loot weapon. So this, as you can see at the bottom just next to me here, will say math. Well, it should say maths loot, but I'm not American. Plus 0.5 damage per chain, plus 2-second cooldown. So this is a 2-power laser. Takes 13 seconds to charge. Every time it charges, it increases damage by 1. I don't think that's fantastic, but it might be a little bit better than a couple of things we have going on. We're going to keep a hold of it. We might not use it. Well, against the end game boss, that might not be terrible. But I don't think that combos very well with beams, because you want lots of projectiles if you're using beams. So we'll have to see. Speaking of which, we should do this next. Because now what we can do is we can rejig our everything. So we can either switch our chain heavy to this adder, or we can switch out like the lucerne beam for the halberd. I think we're just going to do this for now. Takes the exact same amount of time to charge initially. Chain heavy gets faster and faster, but the adder just gets stronger and stronger. I don't know if that's better, though. Maybe we'll just do that for now. We're not going to have a lot of reactor power spare, are we? To power everything up, it's going to look like this. It's a little bit dangerous for a bit, but we'll play the cards we're dealt. By which I mean I've dealt them to myself. Mantis Suzerain, with its carapace laden with scars from his ancient past, glares at you, and he hates us because he's a mantis and he sucks. What do you have going on? You don't have mind control, you don't have hacking, that's fine. We know the drill at this point. Open the door and wreck each other. Good luck, have fun, guys. You have 4 layers of shields. This is going to suck. Thank goodness we did switch to the halberd, because it can break through at least 1 layer of shields, but it's still going to be stinky. Yeah, not perfect to have to do that, but better than a kick in the face. It is nice to have these kernels where you can somewhat spam them and not have to worry too much about running out of ammo unless you're really crazy. Smashy, smashy. 49 scrap, that's excellent. And a stun bomb, which we probably won't use, but that's selling bait. Now we get to go to our task. Hooray! So, I need my phone. You have found the bank in question, but it's protected by a fierce-looking auto ship. To get to the vault, you'll have to destroy it first. Okay, well, I guess we'll do that then. The Union hates us doing it. What can you do? Like, this is our mission. Sorry about that. Sorry, not sorry. You have cloaking and hacking. This is not going to be very fun, is it? You did hack our mind control, which is only really annoying because I've got to take the power out of it, but that's fine. This is a scary set of weapons. What on earth was that? I don't even know what that is. You definitely need to shoot its cloaking. Can I get 4 rooms? No, not with the halberd beam, so it's just fine doing this then. Yeah, I have no idea what this is, and I'm terrified of what it's going to do. Okay, so you storm through the bank security, who in the face of an armed band of renegades who just blew up their auto ship, decide challenging you is not the best idea. Once you've located the vault, you find that to enter, you need to enter access with a special passcode. Hopefully you can remember the one that Cura gave you. Luckily, we live in the 2020s, where you don't need to remember anything, you just have to be able to find things in your phone. If you can turn your phone on, Daniel, that would be fantastic. Okay, so our passcode is 03A. That one. It's a good job I did it because I would never have got it. A little green light appears on the touchpad and the vault door swings open. Inside, unfortunately, is not a lot of valuables as you can take. There's not a lot of valuables you can take with you, but there is a weapon you grab along with the disc inscribed with Vance's parents. It's a spontoon beam. That's interesting. We're going to talk about that in a minute. No, we have to go. Give me the scrap. This beam's interesting because it takes no power. So as long as you have another weapon powered up, the spontoon, which is called a conservative weapon, does not need its own power. This is excellent if you have like a couple of incredibly powerful weapons and you need something to supplement them. Conservative weapons are the way to go. We don't really have that in our setup. So that might be salty. We're full on space. We need to sell some crap. Would have loved to have done it at the store. Shame that the location it was in sucked. Nearby outpost. Oh, there's a Colonel Mark II. We'd have to throw out another weapon if we took it, though. I don't think it's that good, though. Good to sell, but not really much else. We are going to just request... Oh, what do we even want? I guess we'll just request fuel. What a boring choice, but it's okay. What do we want to do then? I think we still wait on upgrade... No, tell you what, we'll upgrade slightly. We'll get one more reactor power. And... yeah, we're going to jump to exit. It is one jump short, but... I didn't want to run the risk of getting a double fleet and have to dive. We'll explore. I'm not going to run the risk on that. We don't... If we had either cloning bays or like a ton of staff, ton of crew, I'd do it, but we don't. We can... We're going to scrap the hull again. Yeah, we didn't do our salvage in this sector. I'm glad we did it at some point. Better late than never. Next sector, we have two neutrals. We can either go to the Black Market or the Emancipated Sanctuary. Let's go to the Black Market, because I don't know if I've ever been to the Black Market in this game. What task do you have for me? I think we can take on an intermediate one. Mr. Wentworth and his woman, Syra Black. Please locate his retirement home and obtain a newspaper. Recommendations. Try not to step on the old man's lawn. Okay. So the Black Market. Unsurprisingly, pirates are the dominant faction. There's several locations of interest. The Skydrifter Casino and the Smuggler's Shipyards and the place for the quest. The Black Market is the base of operations for the Smuggler clan. They'll find all sorts of people here, which can be both a wonderful and terrible thing. An incredibly well-armed ship of originally rebel design, now claimed by Argyons, I don't know how to pronounce that. Smugglers is guarding the entry beacon. They demand you pass a quick inspection or pay a fee before you enter. You've never seen this model of ship before, but they've got a large artillery cannon pointed right at you. Ooh. They have cloaking, transport. That's rude. The smugglers don't even ask to investigate your cargoes. You thought they would. Instead, they look your crew over. They stop and pause, looking down the list. This one, he's on the blacklist. You aren't welcome here. How would we know that? But it's fine. Now we know never to do it in the future. They don't have drones, but we can hack them pretty safely. Oh, they have anti-ship batteries too. This is terrible. So we're probably going to jump from this when we get the opportunity. Thank goodness we have oxygen upgrades, which I'm going to do that for temporarily. Get our FTL drive really charging. Yeah, they're not going to get onto our transport. So might as well get all engine going in. Do that. Attack there. You know the drill by now. Their artillery beam is here. Oh, they do. They're now going to jump on us. Weird that they wait until now to do that. We're going to walk in there. We're going to suffocate you out. And you are going to fire on the shields. Oh wow, they're already suffering because of the hacking. So yeah, get everything on that. Ah, they set my weapons on fire. That sucks because my halberd beam's not going to work, but what are you going to do? This is gonna suck. Get that powered up. Get the oxygen back on. The chain heavy should now go for the artillery. Yeah, the anti-ship batteries are wrecking some of our stuff, something fierce, but it's okay. And they shot our engines too. How very rude. If they could stop shooting my weapons, please, that would be great. Mainly because my rock is getting wrecked. At this point, it was almost... Yeah, it almost makes more sense just to let that fire go out by itself, but it's fine. Do that, do that. You can go help repair the engines. Okay, we need to get the heck out of Dodge here. This should be hopefully not a ship. So let's get out. Ow, spicy start to this sector. Ship's captain coughs. We may have obtained a miraculous metal man capable of not only living without oxygen, but actively making the air unbreathable. Can we donate you? Yeah! Free Lanius for doing nothing. You love to... I should have scrapped that, but it's fine. We need you to get in here, like, yesterday. Turn the oxygen off. Ghost has got in there, which is fine. Wow, so many people are coming to play. Do that, please, and then you guys can asphyxiate. This is spicy. What do they have? Lots of lasers. So in the weird situation where we're going to go and hack their weapons... That was rude. Shot down a layer of... Yeah, we want to make sure their weapons are delayed as much as possible. Come on, Lanius, you're going to have to repair it quicker than this. I'm just going to jump out of that. No, thank you. Let's go to this pirate stop. So I had to think about that. But like, don't die, don't die, don't die. Stop at the market, do something on board the ship, do a salvage. We got nothing. Cool. That was excellent. Okay, things to sell. Get out of here. Get out of here. Colonel 1 again. Nano sentry deployed. I don't think I've ever seen this weapon. Deploys a temporary sentry in the room of impact, which will disperse nanites that damage enemy crew at 5 hit points a second for 25 seconds. So it's like an anti-crew missile. Okay, not really what we're looking for, but it's cool. There's cloaking. It's our final ship augment. You know we're buying it. This pontoon, not happening. We need to do that, because then we should be able to afford, once we have all these people out of our ship. Where even are they? I hear the noise, but I don't see them. So let's close up oxygen. Oh, they're in our doors. Well, now we know. Go take out this slug, please. You go start repairing the sensors. You go repair the doors. You go help. Three weeks later, at least we can see again. Okay, you can now go heal. So where do we want this Lanius to go, ultimately? Because we're going to have to pick a place. I should probably go repair the shields, thank you. Yeah, we have to pick a place for them to go. We already have a pretty good pilot. We can't put them in a room with anybody else, especially not the shell, because it will take all the oxygen out. We don't really want to put him in the middle of the ship either. Maybe put him in the doors, and then move you, the other rock, to sensors. How do we feel about that? Don't go in there yet. Now you can go in there. Yeah, I think that works, because we don't care if the doors don't have any oxygen. If anything, it just makes venting it quicker. No, what we need to do is get one more reactor. So now we can afford to do cloaking. Okay. So we have a lot of things I like. We just have to be really cautious. Ask the old man about the newspaper. And he's like... I told you, damn rascals, last time to stay off my property. Okay, so we have to make it 60 seconds without blowing up his ship and without him blowing us up. Okay. I mean, what we're going to do is only put on 2 power, so we have a couple of contingency. We're going to shoot their weapons just to slow this down a bit. Where are you going? Oh, it's a shell too. That's the wrong decision. And he blew himself up. Excellent. What are you going to be firing at? You are going to fire some missile at us, which I just heard you fire, so we're going to dodge it. But we do want to throw hacking on your weapons. And just slow them down. Then we're going to shoot your weapons, but just once. And just slow them down just a little bit. Why are you boarding so many things on us? That's so rude. I guess our weapons don't need to be priority charged or anything, so we'll deal with them that way. Ah, he put his missile back online. We don't want that. Can you heal me? Do that, please. Ooh, that was close. You get in there to help out. Well, that was a little bit rude that he shot my shields, but it could be a lot worse, I guess. Okay. Oh, it's strange. It feels like a lot of time has passed, like exactly 60 seconds. What do you want? We're looking for a newspaper. Well, it healed our hull by 10. We're going to go now. Our planet needs us. You're going to move back, so that's fine. Can you repair my sensors again? I don't know why my sensors are suddenly the target of being attacked all the time, but... whatever, it is what it is. You go heal. You go heal. Yeah, so we're making do. We got a guy's newspaper. We got some junk along with the spittoon that we've already solved. We got a kestrel. We're really helping that random bot do its thing. We are the true heroes. Sorry, Distress speaking. I am certainly not getting to you. We're probably going to do like a loop around the back here. Regular supplies were fine, though. Notice some traffic around a smuggler station orbiting a moon close by. You tune in to their comms and hear an offer for a mercenary job. I'm listening. Thing is, this is our sector, not theirs. I want that shipment back and I don't care how, so long as it's unharmed. You up for the challenge? I mean, I'll try. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Well, I guess we'll go for it then. Unharmed is not our specialty. You arrived at the coordinates given to you. You're still a bit of a distance away, and it's hard to make out how well the Zoltan guard is armed. We'll attack the guard. Neither say they don't like us for doing it, but, you know, whatever. We need 2 more power, so I guess an engine is coming off, and you can't mind control somebody. Well, you can't do anything with hacking or mind control while the super shield's up, so we might as well just do this. Don't auto-fire that. Auto-fire everything else, including the halberd beam, because it's a very useful way of breaking super shields. Just do something like, I don't know. I think I can get more rooms than that. Maybe not. Just do that, I guess. That's fine. They have a big missile launcher. We'll definitely be cloaking through that. Quick Beam's pretty good at getting rid of the super shield too. I didn't really think about it, but yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. I'm gonna eat the first. Oh, I was gonna say I'm gonna eat the first one and then I'll duck the second one, but it was right where I didn't want it to be. I'd like it if my charge kernel would stop missing. That'd be good. We can dodge that one. Okay, we finally shot his shield. Charge kernel can now go for the weapons. Come on, take down the missile. Okay, I'll just blow them up. I'm in that way still. Okay, oh no. As anticipated, the vault remains unopened. It's protected by a passcode. The first part is a number. Blow a hole in the door. Well, we tried anyway. Yeah, we have no idea what it is. I should have read. Being conscious about video length and all. It's like, nah, it'll be fine. It indeed was not fine. Oops. What on earth is that? It says ship lost. I assume it's Lost Sons. Go on then, we'll listen in. That's a lot of reading. I told you our supplies are running thin. We won't make it to this island before they run out. We've already forsaken the Elder's teachings. Why must we prove ourselves to you? As a theocracy crew, we could just say, your arrogant disgraces, how dare you poison the galaxy with your repugnant presence. We're probably not going to do that. We're just going to give them enough fuel. We have tons. And they gave us a Hades missile. Cool. We can't salvage. That's okay, this is a store. This Hades missile, so this is the fire one. This doesn't really jam with what we're doing, so we're going to sell it. 35 scrap's pretty good. Don't need more crew. Crystal Burst Mark II is really just a better version, in my opinion, than that heavy one we started with. Yes, it doesn't chain quicker, but it just does more. It fires 3 shots. It can shield pierce as well. It's still not my favourite, but I think it's just better. 143 scrap. We're going to get a backup battery. Honestly, mostly because if enemies hackers, they likely will go for the battery for some reason. Could switch our med bay to a clone bay, but we're not going to at this point. We're just going to do a little bit of fixing, back up to 20. And I think that's about it. So, how many jumps do we have left? 5. So we need to do 1... This is kind of a tricky number. I've got to put myself in a dumb place. It'd be 1, 2, 3. Again, I'd be 1 short. I don't want to go here with the sun, so I guess that's what we're just going to have to deal with. If I could do maths, that would be great. What do you have? Fast drone, a defensive drone as well. What do you have for crew? A variety bag, including a mantis. Interesting, I have an idea. So we're going to mind control the guy in oxygen. Immediately send him over to shields. And then hopefully try and shoot everything there. Ideally, we would have had a charged lockdown ready. I could block the room off, but that's okay. They're still going to move lots of stuff over. Can't fire the drone yet. I'd have to wait. Okay, go for shields. And then you're going to go and hack shields as well. And the chain heavy can then start on weapons. And we're going to hide from that Hades missile. No thank you. Ooh, big scary. And we can now go to town on everything. Except the shields. We're going to leave that alone with the halberd. We don't need to do anything with it. Although... no, we probably should do this. So we can hit the drone control as well. We're going to try and get away. Can't be having any of that. So let's go for piloting. That's a rubbish deal. No, thank you. How about no? You ripped me off at the start of the sector. I am not giving you anything other than pain now. Yeah. Yeah, no. We're giving them nothing. Absolutely not. An Aragon ship, Argion ship, is putting out a distress call. A Tiaka ship is following it, likely intending to take slaves. If I attack the slaver, I'll probably get a crew member. If I attack the smuggler, I'll probably get stuff. I'm going to go for the slaver and see if I can get another crew member. Slavers hate us for doing this, but again, we don't care at this point. We don't need to do any of that. What do you have? Crew teleporter with a 4-person teleporter and mind control. That's all chestnut. Chain heavy and light. The halberd does want to start anyway. In fact, we're going to do that the other way around. I'd rather you have a clone bay than have the transport working. And for the time being, we can't do the hacking option, so we'll do it like that and save. Am I going to have to move anybody in there? I'm going to say no, but we are going to vent that out as well. Charge kernel's ready to roll. Now the halberd can come in and do some big damage. There you go. And we'll get a free mantis. Thank you. So, free mantis. They're not as good as a regular mantis, in my opinion. So a free mantis only does 1.2 times the amount of damage in combat, 20% rather than 50 extra. Does have the ability to use like pheromones to increase its attack speed and damage temporarily. It's fine. I mean, it's not an unbelievable crew member. I'd pretty much take anything else. But it's better than taking no crew member at all. We don't really have anywhere for you to go. So just in case there's a fire in the engine bay, I'm going to put the mantis in there. Because yes, it'll suck to repair, but at least it won't catch fire and die immediately. There's a store up there too that I can't get to. That's fine. Stores for days in this sector. We are going to sell some, but not all the drone parts. I don't need that many. Do you have anything even worth buying? This is an interesting beam. It's not what we want. It doesn't combo that well, but it breaks through 2 layers of shields, does the Grizarm. Again, probably not pronounced that way, but whatever. Chain Burst. So the Chain Burst is, in my opinion, just a better version of the Chain Heavy laser. Chain Heavy takes 13 seconds for 1 and gets down to 4 seconds. Chain Burst only takes 1 power as well. Starts at 15, only gets down to 6, but it fires twice. I think this is just better. But I still don't think it's amazing, for the record. I don't think it's unbelievable. I don't think we've come across really a particularly fantastic set of weapons at all. If you do want a missile, by the way, that doesn't take up any resources, this is the missile to use. It's absolutely trash, but it's using up trash. It doesn't use up missiles. Conservative ion is your freebie ion too, but... yeah. The ion charge is okay. I don't think it's amazing, but I think it's okay. Do I want to buy the... Is it worth buying the chain burst over the chain heavy? I think it is. I'm even going to sell this out and then commit to it. It's going to be like that. Just because it's more projectiles. We haven't run into a flak weapon at all, which is crazy. And I like having almost always having one. We just haven't encountered one, which is strange. This is the final sector before the end too, and we are behind the 8 ball. I'm gonna tell you, we should be having level 4 shields for sure. We should have at least 4 bars of engine power. We haven't got a ton of scrap. I'm a little bit apprehensive about how this is all gonna go. Explore. We're gonna dock and see if we get lucky. We did get some scrap. We need something. So yeah, we've only got 1 sector to go before the big bad. And I'm going to put you in the loo. We're going to guess and see what we go to next episode. So hopefully you do stick around. Like the video if you did, and please do subscribe to see more. It makes me feel just a little bit better. So have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.